All right, so today we are doing a body weight workout. It's really nice out today, so if you guys can get outside to do this workout, I definitely encourage it. It's also a pretty long one. Mark Klement, we're doing 70, 74, 44, 11 reps for time, burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, and air squats. So definitely a lot of volume there. I think it adds up to like 150 of each movement or something. I didn't do the math yet. But anyway, 74 burpees, a lot. I would definitely treat it like an EMOM if you're not the best at burpees or if you know you fatigue. I would do maybe 10 every minute on the minute, or if you know you can handle a little bit more than that, maybe 15 every minute on the minute. Just be mindful of how you break up your burpees because burpees are a lot of shoulders and you guys have 74 push-ups immediately after your 74 burpees. Same thing with 44, 44 and 11 and 11. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, sit-ups shouldn't be too bad. Air squats also shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I'm thinking that this is a 30-minute workout, probably closer to 35, 40. I saw a couple of people on YouTube do it, so definitely a long one. But yeah, we're going to get started with the warm-up. So since we have a lot of squat volume, we're going to start with a little bit of mobility after the warm-up piece. So we're going to be holding some positions. But right now, we're just going to start off with 50 jumping jacks, then 50 butt kickers, and then 20 high knees. Let's do 2 rounds of that. $50 jumping jacks, 30 butt kickers, 20 high knees, 2 rounds. All right, guys, looks like everyone's just about finished up. So right now we're going to hold the bottom of the squat nice and relaxed. So we're all going to come down to the bottom of our squat. We're going to hang out here for a full minute. The first 30 seconds is going to be a regular squat. Next 30 is going to be an arms overhead squat. So let's all sit in our squat. We're going to hold for 30. Go. Try to keep that chest up, knees out, heels flat on the ground. 15 seconds in. If you can, try to dig your elbows into your knees to push them out a little bit more. We're gonna raise our arms overhead in 3, 2, 1, and raise the arms up as high as you can. Try and keep those elbows locked out. Keep that chest up. We're gonna hold for another 15 seconds. Keep reaching towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you guys can stand up. Now we're gonna hold a different position. So I'm still gonna be in my squat stance, so my feet are still gonna be outside my shoulders. From here, I'm either gonna grab onto my ankles or onto my toes, depending on my hamstring flexibility. And all I really wanna do here is just round my back so I get a little bit of a stretch. So let's come into that squat stance. Let's grab onto either the ankles or the toes. And here we're just gonna hang out for 30 seconds. All right, guys? 3, 2, 1, and drop. Halfway through. Three, 2, 1, and relax. And now we're just gonna alternate between those two positions. So I'm gonna start with my hands either on my ankles or my toes. I'm gonna come down to my squat. I'm gonna extend my legs again, squat, extend the legs. You guys are gonna do that for 15 reps. Try to hold on to wherever you can, even if that's gonna be just below the knees. You should feel this more in your hamstrings and low back. When you guys are done, you're gonna have a seat on the ground. From here, we're gonna get into some walking sit-ups. So I'm gonna start by tucking my knees into my chest and tucking my chin. From here, I'm gonna roll back and let my low back come off the ground. And then I'm gonna extend my legs and reach in front. So my knees are coming up, back comes up, and I'm gonna reach towards my legs in the front. Let's go with 15 rocking sit-ups. On your last rep, you're gonna count to 15 on your own and hold the end position. All right, guys, go. After your 15, you guys are gonna stay seated on the ground. Really trying to think of throwing your whole upper body forward. All right, guys, when you're done, you're gonna have a seat in a 90-90. Let's have the right foot in front. From here, we're gonna go with 10 rotations with your arms behind you. So I'm gonna go right and left knees up to the left, then right and left knees down to the right. After 10 with my arms behind me, I'm gonna lift my arms and I'm gonna do 10 without any support. So 10 and 10. And then when you guys are done with that, you're gonna come back into the bottom of your squat. All right, guys, so in the spot of my squat, I'm gonna stay nice and low and do an inchworm push-up. So I'm gonna walk my hands out into a plank, do a push-up. I'm gonna keep my knees low on the way back in. I'm not gonna stand up in between. I'm gonna go straight into my next push-up. And then I'm gonna walk back into the bottom of my squat. Let's just do 8 of those. Really focus on keeping the knees low on the way back. All right, guys, when you're done, you can stand up. We're gonna go over the movements in order, and then I'll take any questions before we get started. So first thing we're gonna go over is the burpee. So you're just gonna do a regular burpee, hands on the ground, feet back. You're gonna jump and clap. If you have a noise issue, you're just gonna step back and step forward on your burpee without jumping. But whichever version you're doing, let's get 5 burpees in. All right, guys, after that, we're going to talk about the push-up. I would rather have you pick a variation of a push-up that allows you to move a little bit faster if you do struggle with push-ups. So I'm going to start with the easiest one. You're going to have your knees bent. You're going to come into a plank position with your upper body. It's going to press off of the ground like that. If that's too easy, you can get into a regular plank. You can come down to the bottom and then just snake your way up, or those of you that are good at push-ups, you're just going to do regular push-ups. So let's go with 5 reps of whichever version you're doing. During this workout, if you guys feel like the push-up volume is a lot for you, then you can do the rest of the movements with the regular rep scheme and just cut the push-up rep scheme in half. So instead of doing 74, I would do 37, instead of 44, 22, and instead of 11, 5. So just keep that in mind during the workout. So after that, next movement is sit-ups. If you have an ab mat, let's use that. If not, you can roll up a towel as thick as possible and then just place it under your low back. I don't have a towel with me, so I'm not going to demonstrate that, but you would just put it where you would normally put the ab mat. You're going to cross your feet, hands and shoulders on the ground, and you're going to swing up and touch your toes. So let's do 5 sit-ups. Big swing with the arms, guys, just like on those rocking sit-ups. And then last thing we're going to do, we're just going to finish off with 5 nice and easy air squats. You can have your arms out, or you can just have them crossed behind your back. Make sure you guys are getting all the way down, so hips crease below the knee. All right, guys, I'm going to go over this workout one more time, answer any questions, and then we'll get started. So again, 74, 44, 11 reps per time, burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, and air squats. Again, if the push-up volume is a lot for you, just cut the push-ups in half and use a scaling option that allows you to keep moving. I would definitely go with no more than sets of 5 or 10 to begin with. Those burpees are going to tax your shoulders, so really just be prepared for that. And again, with the burpees, I will call out every minute just so that way you guys know the timing. And I would do an EMOM of 10 to 15 reps, depending on where you're at. That way you have a pretty good pace for those burpees. Sit-ups and air squats, I would just do consecutively because you can always keep moving for those. Any questions? All right, guys, if not, we're going to get started in a minute. Remember, it's 74, 44, 11 reps per time. All right, guys, we're starting in 30 seconds. 74, 44, 11, burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, air squats. All right, guys, we're starting with the burpees in 3, 2, 1, and go. Burpees, 74 reps. I will call out every minute if you guys need to pace yourselves that way. And 1 minute in. Two minutes in. Three minutes. 4 minutes. Five minutes. You guys should be a little bit more than halfway through those burpees. 6 minutes. 7 minutes. Remember, guys, break up those push-ups. Do as many reps as you can handle without burning out. 8 minutes. 9 minutes. All right, guys, after the 10-minute mark, I'm going to start calling out every 5 minutes. After your push-ups, you guys are moving on to sit-ups and air squats. Ten minutes in. Remember, guys, sit-ups after your push-ups. After your sit-ups, you guys are moving on to the air squats. 15 minutes in. After your sets of 74, you guys are moving on to 44. And you're starting back up again with the burpees. All right, nice job, guys, on those burpees. 44 after your sets of 74. 20 minutes in. All right, guys, let's get to those 44 push-ups. All right, guys, 25 minutes in. Remember, guys, after your sets of 44, a set of 11, and then you're done. All right, nice job. 29-27. All right, 29-48. Nice job, guys.
We did intermediate push-ups. That helped.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, this is a lot of push-up volume, especially after a burpees like an eccentric push-up. So, ooh.
Yeah.
I bet those first couple of push-ups after the burpees were real slow.
Yeah, we did 50, 30, 11, but
It's a good idea. 30 minutes, guys. Finish it up, sets of 11, and then you're done. All right, almost done, guys. Nicely, 31:11. We're gonna do a quick cool down after this, guys, so don't leave just yet. Go, Deepa, last 11 air squats. All right, 31:56. All right, now we're all gonna, 1 second. We're all gonna get into the bottom of a pigeon pose. So I'm gonna have my right foot in front. I'm gonna have my right heel touching my left hip. From here, I'm really gonna try and push my left hip into my heel. I'm gonna drop my chest to the floor, and I'm gonna rotate back behind my right knee so I get a stretch in my lat. We're gonna hold that position for 30 seconds. Let's all get into that pose. Right foot forward. You're gonna reach the right hand behind your left hand behind your right knee. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Keep reaching behind that knee, really try and twist that torso. You're gonna hold for another 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're gonna move over to the opposite side. So I'm gonna go left foot forward, left heel into right hip. I'm gonna drop forward and then get my hands behind my left knee. And we're gonna hold for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and drop. Really try to pull yourself behind that knee. We're gonna hold for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, nice job. Thank you for taking class. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
thanks, Ursula.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Libra. Bye, Adi.
Bye.